But now
Trying to figure out exactly how to.
he's like, I planned it out except for how we started.
It's always
hard.
that's always. Well, no, I'm finishing up another map because I started putting.
I know I can see
That's how it always works.
glasses. I'm making plans.
What?
I can see the reflection in your glasses.
Oh. Shame.
Just blind yourself.
I have to look this way. I forgot my camera was on at all.
There's a moment I had a hair in my nose, and I was about to sit here just for a second with it. I was like, oh my god, it probably just looked like I was picking my nose for like a solid 2 minutes.
Anyone would judge you? It's okay.
No! That's why I was just gonna let it pass.
I'll pick your nose for you. I'll pick your nose for you next time.
You have to use your tongue.
I was gonna, but I'm so much better with my toes. Nah.
The ear stuff.
Give me like 10 minutes. I'll figure out a worse one.
I don't need 10 minutes. It's the ear.
Okay. Ethan.
Yeah.
Your character is currently riding on a wagon into the city of Whitestone.
Right.
You, of course, as your character, knows the reputation of the city of Whitestone. It's a very technologically advanced city as far as the Forgotten Realms are concerned. They've recently made a lot of strides technologically, and their trade, they're very powerful trade-wise with the neighboring kingdoms. It's a city comparable to Waterdeep in size. So it's a very large city with a very large city center and lots of smaller villages around that kind of are also governed by the city. So as you're riding into a wagon, you are not the only one. It's a kind of public, almost like public transportation, public wagon.
So poor, you gotta use public transport in the Forgotten Realms.
Well, Nick, you say this. But,
yeah, I figured. As soon as I started talking in my head, you know, it'd be really funny if it was me.
You've been awake the whole time, so you know it's been a very long ride to get here. But you were here on from a court summons from one of the leaders of Whitestone, and you're to report to Castle Whitestone as soon as you can. You don't exactly have specifics on what you've been summoned for, but you do know that this is something that you have to respond. And as the wagon is nearing the city of Whitestone,
is it just me and this Dragonborn adult in the wagon together, just sitting across from each other? Are other people, or is it just us?
So, as you approach Whitestone, the soft glow of streetlights actually begins to light the road, and it falls across a paladin's face who is in the wagon across from you. And he starts to blink his eyes as he wakes up.
Bright, wide eyes. Never seen streetlights before. This is insane to him.
A common novelty for the young folk.
Huh? I'm sorry. I suppose how long have we been in the wagon? Have we been here for? Please tell me we've been riding for hours. Because if I haven't,
hours, it has been hours. Yes.
You smoothies wouldn't understand technology like this.
Did you?
There's lots of humans in the city of Whitestone, and it's mostly an elven city, actually.
Smooth. Don't talk back to me.
What color Dragonborn are you? Are you chromatic? White. You metallic? You're chromatic white. Oh, okay.
I believe so. Let me check. I've forgotten.
Look at him.
I forgot what color I am. Hold on.
Imagine it's like I'm chromatic white. Looks down. Holy shit! I'm bronze.
Holy shit. I'm actually chrome.
It's loading.
Yeah, I'm mirror. I'm a mirror dragon. I just
Well, regardless, I look over to the Dragonborn sitting with me. How big are you? Describe yourself to me. I need to know what I'm sizing up towards.
I'm about average for a dragonborn, 6 foot. I'm
What are you
wearing
wearing?
fine clothes.
There are
Clothes?
also a couple of other just common folk in the
Oh
wagon.
shit,
with
there
you
are
guys.
other people. Okay. Otherwise, there's gonna be a lot. This changes some things. So you're wearing super fine clothes.
Yes,
Any weapons on you? Just like right away.
not visibly.
Okay. Well, sitting across from you, early 20s, short brown hair, very young baby impressionable face to him. That look of like everything is new and everything is exciting. No. Oh, is it? Is it? God damn it.
Oh. That's the worst to hear.
Hang on, let me find his OST.
My fine young friend. I'm along for your journey, it seems.
I hope not. For your sake, I hope not.
Fuck.
I tend to get into some issues. But
don't
what does bring you to Whitestone, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm here to make a name for myself. The legendary Shell Kend will be known across all realms.
Huh.
Who the fuck is Tai Lung?
You don't know who Tai Lung is?
I don't. Oh, the Kung Fu Panda guy.
So, traveling to make a name for yourself, huh? Have you been traveling long?
No, this is only the start of my excellent journey.
You are level 5. You've done a little journey.
Listen, I've had a few minor adventures, but nothing of note.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's kind of rude. My name is Corey Obrey Lilia. I'm a wandering warrior, kind of. It's
Kind of.
it's complicated.
Fear not. My family will employ you if you're looking for such a thing. I could
No,
always use more hired help.
that's all right. I actually have a job, I think, here already, so I should be okay
Oh.
here for a little while.
And tell me more about this job. I'm intrigued.
I'm gonna look this good. How does he look? Does he look? Do you look trustworthy? Do you look sketchy? How do you look? Vibes. What vibes you got?
Roll, well,
Insight?
no. Ethan, what, vibe do you want your character to generally exude?
That of a hero.
Mm.
Trustworthy, exemplary.
Okay. Now, Nick, roll insight.
So not one
Oh.
for a total of 3.
Man, this guy, this has got to be one of the coolest guys you've ever. Just know that he is
No.
just absolute stand-up #1 citizen.
You know,
This is the guy you want to be leading you into.
I don't really know if I should be telling you this, but I draw him closer, kind of away from the group, the commoners a little bit, just off to a corner of the cart. I'm actually here. I got a summons to the house of the White Cat.
The White Castles?
Stone.
White Castle.
Castle White.
I should have called that White Castle.
I'm on my. I
Yes.
received a
The
summons
infamous
directly to
White
Castle.
Castle.
The infamous land of white. The castle
Direct
of
summons
white.
from Castle Whitestone, where I'm supposed to be meeting with someone of importance there. So honestly,
And
you look like someone who could keep up or be at least a great help to no matter what they need.
I start tapping my claws together.
I'm sure. You come with me. We can find some way to. You said you were a hero, right? Like trying to spread your name.
Of course.
And so they probably already know about you here.
I'm sure. If not, they will.
All right, then you can come with me. I'll bring you with me to my summons.
Excellent.
They shouldn't have a problem with that.
If not, they will. Is so completely not menacing.
As you two are having this
Sounds like a
conversation,
great guy to me.
as you two are having this conversation, the wagon begins to stop. One of its routine stops as it does, and it picks up two more passengers, a cloaked bird man and a cat man.
Bird woman.
Is it visible right away? I don't know if birds show that. I might not know right away. You're just
I guess I wouldn't have tits.
it's like birds don't really have tits unless these birds do.
Ah, bird.
You're just not brightly colored.
Yeah, it's very dark. You see a
Raven.
you see a raven standing upright, basically, about like 5'1" on her tippy toes, and she hops in. She's kind of like holding her wings tight against her shoulders, kind of like mimicking a cloak. I have a feeling you probably wouldn't see the cat right away, unless you have high perception.
Is it a cat or a cat person?
Who's to say?
Right now, it doesn't exist.
Schrodinger.
Are you a Kenku?
So,
Are you a Kenku? Is that what you are?
I look like a Kenku, but I am an Arakakra.
I'm gonna assume you're a Kenku at first sight.
So I go up, I go, hi!
Oh.
The Raven squawk.
Pardon. Sitting, excuse.
Is that a D4?
Sure is.
That's a weird.
As she kind of scooches past them, I'd like to make a sleight of hand to pickpocket someone.
Go ahead and roll.
Who are you going for?
Probably one of the commoners, I'd wager.
Yeah.
That's
we'll
a
see.
nat 20.
A nat.
Okay,
Who do you?
a crit miss and a crit fail. That's where it
There
starts.
are two different commoners that you could steal from without revealing yourself.
Alright, I'll go for whichever one looks the wealthiest.
Okay. You get 1 copper.
Hell yeah. Better than nothing.
These
See-
some poor bitches, huh?
So the more
You feel good about yourself.
the more
I
astute
do.
among you see just a tiny black paw stretch out from underneath one of my wings and just clip a little
with
satchel.
with a nat 20, I'm pretty comfortable saying no. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Unless you wanted to be noticed by
You don't have to
one
worry about it too much.
person.
My passive perception is not nearly as high as it should be.
Yeah.
For a level 5.
Probably no one saw that. I'll
Yeah.
make myself
Yeah, my
wizard
passive
interact.
perception.
And then she just sits down and gets
If
cozy.
anything, I probably snatch the coin and then come out and just kind of like flick it into your hand.
I catch.
Ah, the Raven does have a friend.
This is Cat. He is friend.
Aww.
What is his name?
Cat
Friends?
introducing self.
The name's Spiral.
Holy shit.
You are the essence of greatness.
That's not how I
Wow.
want to sound.
What is
But
what
on
is
the other hand, exactly what a small cat companion that could talk would sound like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How-
Sorry,
how big are
I
his
didn't
boots?
realize I was in the presence of an expert.
Yes, I'm an expert in many things, actually.
Such
But guessing being one of them.
That's a good one to be good at, honestly.
I didn't know cats could talk.
Adventuring another.
I suppose.
I am not a cat.
I'm sorry.
I'm
The-
a Lexi.
The
I was-
cart makes another
was
stop,
introduced
and
as
2
cat. My
commoners
bad.
get off.
Fairly well. Spread my name, will you?
He looks back at you and just
We
kind
didn't,
of
we didn't talk to the
scoff.
bull right there. We didn't. What did you say your name was?
You could not forget. Shelkend the Mighty.
And that's right.
Shelkend the Wise.
I thought it was the mighty.
Shelkend the Brave.
They shall never forget my name.
He's just doing.
What was that, by the way?
Shelkend the Ambidextrous.
He's just like doing poses every time he has a new title.
Yes, I am.
JoJo style poses.
Oh.
My camera's
Hang
on.
on, let me find one.
I'm sorry, that was a lot to take in a button short amount of time. Tabaxi friend, what was your name again?
I am Spyro, the dragon.
Okay. And
Awesome.
little bird girl?
You are not a dragon.
Well, I am Koroway.
Nice to meet you, Kurway.
I shake his hand.
Oh,
I am very closely examining the coin I got. I'm like biting it a
Nice.
little. Hell yeah. The mighty!
are you dressed in any armor or anything, or showing any weapons? Anything right now?
It's hard to see past the wings, but you
Is
can...
it just robe and cloak and wings right now?
Yeah, not even like a cloak, but like the wings kind of making a cloak. But I am
okay.
wearing like a kind of tattered hood, and you can make out like... I'm assuming it's night. I think you said streetlights were on, so you can see in like
You guys
the
are at least coming
moonlight.
on, so.
Yeah, you can see like light gleaming off of little like light pieces of armor in different spots and perhaps daggers.
Okay.
If you're looking at me, I'm just
You just appear as a cat?
wearing a robe
No shit, you're clothed. I've
with
never seen a cat clothed.
well, just a robe and boots, and you do not see any obvious weapons on me.
I don't think I ever asked. You do stand upright, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to check.
If you stand, the second you stood upright, I fell back onto my seat again. That was a whole other thing. I wasn't expecting any of this. Huh.
That is quite unusual.
All right. As the wagon begins to slow down again, you hear a few knocks from the front from the driver, and you hear him calling out, "Last stop!" So this is, you are coming in. You are now at the base, the base of the road, right next to 4 on the map that leads up to Castle.
Around here? Roughly?
And at the wagon stop, you you hop out and you see another cloaked figure. Dalton, would you like to introduce? You were sent to guide them
Gives you backstory
from here. You were sent to guide them down a straight road.
Okay, gotcha. Quick underlying question: was I sent by?
Yes.
And okay,
Yes.
and am I looking for just a band of specific people, or am I looking for these people specifically?
You know it's these guys.
Okay. All right. So you see, kind of through the spotlights of the street lights coming down, another hooded figure walking towards you, kind of just the stereotypical, cloak with a hood and a nice little cloak over his, everything but his eyes, essentially. The only differential feature from a standard rogue comparatively to anything else is there seems to be a large vase-looking item with a lot of corks sticking out the side. And so he marches up to all of you and says, I take it you're all who I'm looking for?
Yes, hello, criminal.
Oh, are we all for job?
My character kind of shrugs his shoulders and reaches out a hand to shake for you, Ethan.
Absolutely shaking that. It's like the fucking Predator handshake. Like, you son of a bitch.
I mean,
So My character says, you guys look like a bunch of band of misfits. This is absolutely perfect. I'm Zep. I'm essentially going to be your guide for a little bit. All I know is I was sent this direction with a nice little quest for you guys. Figured, I'll company along as much as I want to, at least until I see no motive for profit.
Nice to meeting you.
I respect your feelings.
Well, thank you.
So you're the one sent to bring us to our employers at Castle Whitestone?
Is that where employers are? I did not read the thingy.
Am I?
Yes.
I say valiantly. I just kind of lead with one arm out in the direction of the road, and I say, it's just this way.
Should we follow you just up the road?
We can call it kind of travel.
You all go up the road together at the same time. As you're walking up the road, it's pretty uneventful, but you do see it's a very good view of the city. You can see, the different markets, the different areas where people are gathering. Overall, you get a very good overview of the whole city that you're in.
And
you like it?
I'm gonna ask some questions to make your fucking nerd boner go up. So, in terms of electricity, how are we talking? Are we talking in terms of like there's power cables streaming about, or
it's
powered?
It's almost It's I would say almost like steampunk.
Okay,
but like magic steampunk.
So steampunk look magic fueled. If steampunk had magic.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been a good fuel to use back then.
Wizard
arcanist kind of vibe.
I start making a mental map of escape routes.
That's
the straight line because they're
Is it wooded, or is it like the path on the map here? Is it like densely wooded on both sides, or on both sides of the path, or is there a bit of clearing in? You said it's nighttime, correct? Or
it's kind of evening, yeah.
Is
it's like I'm sorry. What's the?
I was asking if it was dense, if the path was like densely wooded on either side, is it nice open clearings?
I think it's woods on the left and cliff on the right, based off what I'm seeing.
The map is pretty accurate. Let's see here. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's like a mountainy pathway, kind of raised. The city is on kind of a plateau, or the castle at least. The road leads up an incline.
So you said your name was Zep, right?
That's the name.
My name is Corey Obrey Lilia, Paladin of Imire.
Are you sure?
I go to shake your hand and I say, "Very nice to meet you, Paladin." Because I'm not remembering that name.
Any idea what they're calling us here for? All I was told originally was those summons to be for work. They don't really give too much detail ahead.
Yeah, actually, how did we know to come here? What did we just get, like a letter?
Yeah, you all got a letter. Hang on.
Okay.
Quick.
We heard "hang on" and then "quick" at the end.
Hang on, quick, fast.
Yeah, don't know. I sent you a message.
Okay. All you really need to know is that there's a profit incentive, and I know probably about as much as you.
Well.
So what thing is your whole deal, Zep?
What do you mean?
Just like, what's your vibe? Like, what do you do? Are you like in middle management?
I do a bit of this and a bit of that. Kind of working around the city and for the city.
Intentionally nondescript.
This guy gets it.
Have you stayed here long?
At least a year.
Okay.
Is this everyone's first time in Whitestone? Have we been here before?
I haven't. I don't know about the rest of you.
I think we did a job here a while back, long time ago.
still
city has
relatively
changed.
new to this
No
area.
streetlights then. So you all get to the castle, and you are led across they have the typical gate that comes down just to let you in.
Fancy.
And hang on, let me see if I can drag you in, because you're led directly into the quote-unquote throne room.
I hope it is nice.
I don't know if I have
hope it is
ambience
nice
for throne room.
to be a castle.
Ooh.
That's it. It's pretty goddamn nice.
For a second, I thought you used the one with the statues from Dalton's campaign and just straight up stole it.
Honestly, dude, I wouldn't have cared. It's such a good map. I've been finding a lot of good ones.
Yeah, I've got a
Patreon.
Yeah.
What is a Patreon?
Squire, what are these words written here on the ground?
Are you all able to bring your token map?
I don't.
Perhaps. Give me a second.
No.
No,
No.
you have to bring them in.
Oh,
I can bring my square.
boy.
I can bring my square.
Hang on.
I probably won't keep this one, but it was the only castle ambience I could think of.
Ambient castle moment. Big Gorlock moment right there.
Just put on the Beauty and the Beast soundtrack.
Lace is making my fur greasy.
What thing are you mean by that? I've never heard
The
you say
kill
that
is
before.
here.
That is new.
Filthy.
I need to bathe you.
No one baits me.
That's probably why. It's probably not castle. That's probably that is
I
why.
bathe myself.
You bathe your okay as long
You
as
know this.
Yeah, but they don't. It's funny to tease.
Oh, Kyle, I got
As
it.
long as you bathe yourself, I suppose.
Okay.
You do not tease the spiral.
I tease a little.
Huh.
All right, more apt
So-
on this one.
Oh, apparently there's two of me. Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Happened. Big shadow clone energy.
I just
Shadow
keep
Clone.
spawning
It's
new
me.
cats.
I'm on the throne.
I can't move Dolan's token anymore. You revoked my privileges from that.
Oh, no, there's two cats and two dragonborns. Delete.
Two Catenborns. The Dragonborn and a cat. Fuck. The Catenborn.
Cat born. A cat is born.
Okay, so Zep, you kind of lead them in here, and you lead them up to I don't have a token. And no, I'm not gonna make a token. But
You keep
you
cutting
are
out.
led up to. Okay, sorry,
Beat the shit out of his
directional
mic.
mic. You are led to a. I suppose I probably should have. A couple guards here. There are a couple guards. Let me just really quick. Mac.
Glup Shido.
Love Shido himself.
Love shitto.
He's one of the guards.
That's the guard. That's him.
You see a 3-foot-tall obese man holding a spear.
No, just in person. Mac is one of the guards. That's how I'm gonna.
There are a
It's
couple
gonna
of
be Mac.
guards. There's one here, and one here. And instead of wielding, swords or axes or spears or halberds, you see that
They what? Sorry.
they are wielding rifles. Like they look they looked almost like just so that you guys can imagine, they're like basically like
You cut out.
like Civil War era looking weapons.
Okay,
Gotcha.
I was gonna say,
Jesus.
it's forbidden information. We can't know what it looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like And then
But
you
that's
see-
like that's like the peak of the technology.
Okay.
They're not great weapons, but they're
it's a rifle.
yeah. When you're going against a cross,
I have a
Right.
spear. I have a glaive in my hand. I have a rifle.
yeah. So, and then you see a very royal. So bad.
You're
Wood
not
elf. A wood
I
elf.
thought I was the only one.
No.
What?
You might need to like turn up the sensitivity on your mic.
Your mic cuts out every like second, every other
So
second.
anytime you're like slightly off center, you like cut out.
Yeah.
It's like you're doing. Whenever you can't come in back, it's still like.
How about that?
That sounds okay right
Talk
now.
some more.
How about, how about that? Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
So
That's
far.
good.
Hello.
Yeah, you're good. You're
Go
good.
for it.
Yeah, that's good.
You're good.
Okay.
Now get your cock out.
Okay.
That's consent, baby.
No. So you see, in like a red ornate kind of cloak type, royal-looking garment, a wood elf in a small crown who starts to introduce himself. He walks up to the party is led up to him, and he introduces himself. He says, "Pleasure to meet you. I am Lord Percival Del Rollo of Whitestone. Thank you for meeting on short notice."
Kind of. Is bowing a respectful thing?
I'm
bow.
now. I'm kneel down.
They do, but you don't because you're like a personal friend.
Yeah, I
You've
figured.
been told specifically to stop.
I jump on Cam's head and bow and Spiral at your service.
I kinda,
No need for the pleasantries.
I kind of, in my head, I was like, yeah, I got that band of misfits for you.
Truly, you are all providing a service just by being here. I actually do require your service. It is rather urgent, but I understand you've just come from a long journey, so you'll have the night to rest and get your bearings, and you'll be expected to begin the mission in the morning.
Corway
but
raises
there
her
is-
hand.
Yes,
Sorry, we do not really know what mission is.
I was just about to explain.
Oh, okay.
Zep chuckles.
There is what was thought to be an abandoned tower about 3 hours travel. I was trying to think, what is their unit of measurement?
Right?
About 3 hours travel to the west of Whitestone. There's been some strange magical anomalies coming from that area. And we believe that there was some cultist activity in the area recently.
What
For
kind of anomalies?
Cultist activity?
If I can ask.
I'm sorry, one question at a time.
What kind of anomalies are you talking about? What are we supposed to be looking into?
A little bit of wibbling, a little bit of warbling.
Corway
You know
raises
how
her
the
hand.
weave is.
Zep is just squinting his eyes, kind of just checking it all in.
Going
It's,
to be honest, I don't know how the weave is.
Well, you know. If you know, you know.
We were to find a bunch of weeble warbling cultists, and then what?
So what?
We never got a firm identity on the cultists. We can't rule out the cult of the dragon, but also they're... Who knows? There's lots of cults, man. They're
Corway.
wearing dark robes, so
enough.
they weren't a cult of anything light. We
It's
know
kind of
that.
the law of the land.
Kirwa raises her hand
We're
again.
not the KKK.
Yes.
Sorry. So is killing main goal, or do you wanting informations?
Well, if you have to protect yourself.
I lean over to you guys and I say, "There's gonna be some killing." You'll get to kill some people.
It is an abandoned wizard tower. That is why we specifically sought out people of some esteem, such as yourselves. Although I'm sure you understand that discretion in this matter is of the utmost importance.
That is understandable.
That is true. I did bring someone you didn't invite.
Concern is
That is
more.
on me.
Oh.
So
Concerning.
most of all, you want the tower cleared.
We just want to know if there's anything in the region, anything in the tower that could be causing some strange effects in the weave.
I say
Okay.
thieves can't. Over to you guys. Lots of loot.
Ooh.
Huh?
Ooh.
Huh?
What was it?
LOL. It's the opposite of what thieves can't does.
That's really
Does
fun.
anyone understand these strange words?
What? No. Yes.
Well, the thing with Thieves Can't is it sounds like we're just having a conversation. Like, you can understand what we're saying, you just don't pick up the secret
It's
messages.
It's coded
Yeah.
words. It's not language.
Ah, yes, the sun is high today.
It's like they're talking about the thing that happened, but nobody.
They brought up. He was commenting on her clothes and told her there was a lot of money to be made.
I like the idea
Yes.
that Thieves Can't is actually super obvious, but no one picks up on it. It's like,
It's just.
We should go to the
Lots
tower!
of loot. Lots, like just throwing a single. I can't do it. Just throwing a single word in between each sentence that doesn't add up with the rest of it.
Okay, this is
Lots of
Lots
lore.
of oot, guys.
If that is all the questions that you have, I would recommend getting acquainted with the city. You all have you'll all have paid lodging at the Hearthfire Inn. It's the best inn in Whitestone. You won't
It's
find
the
better
best
service
inn.
anywhere else. Also, if you're looking for somewhere to unwind, I do recommend the Fell Dragon Tap House. That is also here in Whitestone, up in the Upper District.
As soon
And
as
yeah,
you're done,
I would
as soon as
just
you're done, I'm gonna kind of say, yeah, I know where to show them. Thank you. Your hospitality is much appreciated. And
of course.
I kind of just take the rest of them by the shoulders. I was like, all right, let me get you guys some drinks.
Isn't he like the lord of
Who the
this
lich?
area? Are you sure it's okay to be talking to him like that?
I was like, yeah, we go way back. We're fine.
You're like, I saved his life 3 times.
Yeah, we're on good terms. He's gotten me out of jail. I've saved his life a couple times. You know, win-win.
Ah, yes. The trusted advisors of many a noble house are eccentric.
I was like, I mean, if you want to call me trusted advisor, that's a term, but I usually just prefer the term thief. And I just, as I'm walking away, I want to see if I can't like spot anything that's kind of just sitting out, like, and anything valuable that I might be able to snag real quick. And
They knew you were coming, Zap. They knew you were coming.
Damn.
Got me.
You're not fooling anyone. All right.
I know the band of misfits I'm walking on wouldn't give a shit if I was just like, just kind of slide a little something in my pockets.
Yeah. No, there's one single little like ruby on the ground they left for you. They just left it out to see if you notice.
they like pointed out, and I'm like, no, that's too easy. They're fucking with us.
It's very clearly like
That's
under
worth
a box
nothing.
with a stick propping it up.
There's a carrot next to it.
You pull it out. It's fucking fake. All right. So you're all back on the map for Whitestone.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So as of right now, you've pretty much been set free to kind of explore the city, go around and see.
I for sure say,
kind of
all right,
explore.
well, if you guys want to go dick around for a little bit, I get it. A lot of you haven't been here at all. I'm gonna go sit at the pub for a while. You know where to find me. And as he leaves, he's taken off his vase and is kind of like carrying it around in both of his arms now.
Also, I do want to say, since we're starting at level 5, go ahead, whatever you rolled for your starting gold, add 200 gold pieces.
Ooh, gaming.
What do
That's
we
fair.
roll for starting gold?
If it was part of your character creation.
It was,
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure it's 44 times 10.
What?
Pretty sure it's 4d4 times 10
Not
to roll for
44.
starting gold.
Oh, okay. I was like, how are you starting with 440 gold, dude? I was like, I started with like 24.
Sums off.
To add 200.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 205 gold and 1 copper.
Actually, you
And
gave me the
one
copper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're holding on to it. All right.
Yeah. Actually, she has a collection.
Yeah, you didn't think you'd get to keep it, did you?
Yeah. One of your gold pieces is actually 100 copper pieces.
Well, it is rather late in the evening. I'm not sure who all is going to be outbound at the night to hear of my tales.
I would also like to vibe check this guy.
I promise
ahead
you,
and-
he seems like a great guy. He's,
Go ahead, roll insight. I do want to say it's probably about 4 p.m.
Okay.
currently. Roughly on the time.
I'm gonna turn his
And-
head since he knows the place.
Yeah,
Is there
you all are very familiar with the technological improvements of Whitestone, and you know that it's very renowned for its wares, the crafting, and all that. So
During this time, Kyle, I like to do my usual, kind of beat of going to the tavern and just kind of casually walking around the bar, trying to not risking anything, but swindling what I can when I can, you know. So I don't know if you.
I think
You want
I'm
me to
also
roll for
going to go
that?
to the tavern.
for what?
I just like to pickpocket random people in which I can see they have lots of gold.
You knowing that this is so I will say that this particular tavern is one of the more famous taverns in the region.
Okay.
It gets a lot of the more hardy adventurers.
Right.
A lot of them could catch you pickpocketing,
Okay.
and there could be steep obstacles if you are caught.
Mm.
Before he heads to the tavern, I would like to ask him if he knows the area and before he dies. Then, before you go, where is like the closest area of worship around here? The temples to any of the temples to the virtuous gods?
I give you a weird kind of look, kind of eyebrow, and I say, just any of them?
Probably the Dawnfather Square.
Not all towns hold all temples up to the same standard. So sometimes you have to go and give offering where you can.
Kind of sure. Like, all right, whatever you religious folks say, but something a little bit more offensive in D&D terms. And
Kill him.
Kyle, I like to point at least towards the direction of where I think a religious statute is. I've been there a year. I should know the general part of the town.
Yeah, you point them in the direction of Dawnfather Square.
Okay. Dawnfather Square.
You know, that sounds like it would be a place to go. A good place to start.
Kiroi is gonna turn to Spiral and be like, so you are going to bar?
Yes, I'm going to go to the tavern.
Okay, I will catch you there later. Goodbye. And then she jumps off the cliff. And takes flight over the city. And I just want to, like,
Huh?
make a mental map, like, while flying a ways above the city of just, like, how it's laid out. Like routes across buildings and, like, where the ghetto is and, like, the rich part of town and, like, how guards are kind of laid out. You know, that kind of vibe.
You can see over the map that
when you do that, when you link and do that,
Do what?
when you leap and do that,
Mhm.
I'm going to cast Psychic Whispers with you
Oh, sick.
so that we can talk telepathically.
Just uploading all the data I get to the cat.
So you're kind of looking over.
What's it look like up there?
And you see the area towards like the southwest of the city. There are still like places, houses, and things being built.
Okay.
And a lot of things. It's kind of active development. But as far as the rest of the city at all, you can see kind of how closer to Castle Whitestone is the older buildings. A lot of them are kind of like larger, they have older architecture, and as it moves farther down it becomes like newer and more modern architecture. Not necessarily that any of it is like falling apart or falling into disrepair. The entire city looks as though it's very well maintained. There's commerce all throughout the city.
If I could ask, and I'll roll for this if need be, what is like the least populated part of the city on average, seemingly from what I can tell here?
Definitely the southwest, just because that's where is still like in kind of
I will make a mental note of
I
that.
remembered it was in my wallet, Kyle.
In your
Yep.
wallet?
Yep.
Hate that.
And then I'll just, when I'm done with that, I'll just dive and meet them at the tavern.
Okay.
Luckily, there's
So
no
is
air
everyone at
control laws
the-
here, seemingly.
I would like to go to the Slayer's Cake Bakery.
Hell yeah.
Ethan, I didn't write anything for that. I was like, oh, I wrote out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different vendors you could talk to. I didn't think you'd go to the bakery.
That was your first mistake, man. You should have seen this coming when you put us in the party.
As soon as you give it an option. Oh, fuck, that's so funny.
Bakery.
Oh, my look on his
Okay.
face immediately.
Okay, well, you go to the Slayer's Cake Bakery. You find a bakery, and it's not only the most delicious looking desserts you've ever seen, the greatest smelling bakery you've ever been into. It's 100% owned and operated by gnomes.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Gurgler, I swear to God, I will beat you to death.
Hello, everyone. Hello. It is I, Chokend.
Hello, it's me, Nomlin. What can I get you today?
I'm just completely matching his
Hello,
energy.
I'd like to purchase a cake for 5.
A cake. All right. What kind of cake are we talking about? Do you want a layered cake? What kind of cake do you want?
I appreciate the aggressive attitude. I'd like a triple layered chocolate, strawberry, vanilla cake.
Triple layered strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla.
Yes, sir.
In that order.
Bro's actually writing a receipt right now.
Okay. Sorry, that took me a little longer than I meant it to.
You went too deep.
Okay. And how would you like that decorated?
No decorations is fine.
None. Oh, sir.
It's for an unexpected event.
So would you like a basic decoration, but we leave like the middle open for you, so you can write your own or draw your own thing? You just want like a basic white
Sure.
cake. You want a little frill on the outside?
A little frill on the outside sounds good.
Would you like some extra frosting?
No thanks.
I like this guy is totally played by Danny DeVito.
This is Danny DeVito as a gnome.
I think
So
it
Danny
came
DeVito.
in like 5 minutes before closing or something.
Right. It's a national holiday.
Yeah.
All right.
Kids are home.
We will have that ready for you in 1 10-day, and that will cost you 45 gold pieces.
All right. What is a 10-day?
A 10-day is the Faerun equivalent of a week.
Of course.
Except it's for them a
Really
week.
could walk in and get a custom
They measure it 10 days at a time, so it's called a 10-day.
One could have imagined.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I hand over the gold. I will see you in a 10-day.
Absolutely.
He came a little when he said that.
By the end of the session, we're gonna go cake and celebrate.
You met some people.
It's funny. I'm gonna count 10 days, okay? And in 10 days, you are. If you don't show up, I'm gonna keep track. You gotta keep track too.
Yep. That's funny as shit.
Make notes. Notes.
All right. So you walk out of the bakery. Where are you going, Chell?
Straight to the inn.
Not
The
even-
inn. Okay.
Bro went to order a cake for his birthday and went straight to bed.
All right. So you get to the Hearthfire Inn, and as you get to the main desk, you see a young human man just at the reception counter. He's like, "Hello, my name is Beltel. I am the. How can I help you today?" Sorry,
Yes, hello. I'm looking for my compatriots. A bird, a cat, and two humans.
you were with the party that Lord Squigo was telling me about.
That's an interesting nickname for Lord Percival.
Hmm. Hmm. It seems you don't know. Anyway, they have not checked in yet. However, all of the rooms are individual, so you can feel free to check into your own room and have a meal ordered if you'd like.
Do you have any bards in the premises?
Not today. Our only bard is actually out of the city. I forget exactly why he left.
Do you happen to have any spare instruments?
Maybe. I'm not sure. He's a bit of an older fellow, so it is pretty likely. But you never know.
Where might those be, if they exist?
With the rest of his own personal belongings, where I don't know.
Actual response from the guy, and he's like, man, if I knew.
Yeah, I'm just getting paid $17 an hour, man. Like,
I make a gold piece a night.
I would love to liven up this establishment, but alas, 'twill be for another night. And I go to my room.
Alright, you go to your room.
This guy.
Yeah.
The
Alright,
tavern and
anyone
inn are
else?
two different places. Yeah.
Yep.
Do I? If I catch him going to inn, I might stop by and be like, "Hey, are you coming to tavern with gang?"
I may have forgotten about the tavern.
Oh no, he's retarded.
I'm an expert at forgetting as well.
Oh, very same. It becomes difficult. Come with.
And I follow.
good thing you had those fucking the cast.
And head for the tavern.
Bro was just too excited for next week's party.
No one else knows about it.
He's just like tucked in bed, kicking his feet, like with the blanket all the way up to him.
The blanket's too small because he's 6 foot.
And then, all of a sudden the phone rings and, hey, come out to the party. Oh fuck!
Just like, I've done what I need to do. Now for bed.
It's 5 p.m.
So, tavern.
Okay, so you're all heading to the tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all head to the. Yeah, well, as you walk up to the tavern, you can hear a low rumble of noise. Kind of typical of what you'd hear outside of a tavern on a very busy night, except it's Monday, and so. You can tell that it's a very busy tavern. The building is very it's a very large building for a tavern. Hang on, there's actually I've got a map here for it.
Out of curiosity, before you switch it, where on this map is the tavern roughly?
Well, that's a great question.
You said it was northward, right?
Yeah, we'll say it's right around here.
Probably nearby the Slayer Cake Bakery.
Somewhere in this area.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Not far.
Does Control Z work? Oh shit.
It's there forever.
While Kyle's doing that, look at the wet specimen garden snake that Jennifer got me in the Museum of Death.
Put it in your ass.
That's cool.
Isn't it fucking awesome?
Slurp him down.
Pop it
Put
in
it up
there.
your butt.
Pop it up in your.
Why is everyone telling me to put
Crazy
it in my
thing.
butt?
That's a crazy thing to just say. Insane thing.
I love how
Okay.
every one of us was like, put it in an orifice.
It's going somewhere. Put it. Sound it.
It looks oddly butt shaped. Just put it in there.
Let's go.
I'm worried about you guys.
You shouldn't be.
I'm worried about you. Your orifice will not heal.
Oh my god.
Cast unhealing orifice.
All right, you as you all walk in. Let me move you.
Show me what you got.
As you all open the doors, you hear as soon as the door opens, just roaring noise, laughter, banging glasses, people hitting tables, all the noises you would expect from a tavern, like times 3. And you walk into the tavern, and it's very busy. No, they're not all men.
It might be.
That's it. They're all goblins. They attack you on sight.
Kill up shit
Roll
on Bill.
initiative. Good luck.
Upon death, they transform into hobgoblins, and then when the hobgoblins die, they become bugbears, and then they die.
Oh.
Then they become avatars of death.
Yes.
Become
You will be
Tarrasque.
fighting several death knights.
Awesome. We can do it.
They all turn into Tarrasques.
So you walk in. On this particular night, you don't really see. You see a lot of kind of basic looking, low level adventurers. You see a couple of rangers, a couple of rogues. You see like a barbarian alone in the corner. But there's a bunch of people, celebrating. Nothing in particular. Just everyone celebrating different things. And you do see an empty table that you all sit at right here.
Sick.
He moved us all at once.
Impressive.
Once we
Yes. I must have clicked and dragged.
all get set up around the table, I take the jug, I throw it down. As I'm holding it, I say, "Beer!" And pop open a cork.
As you do that, the tavern owner, at least who you presume is the tavern owner, immediately as this large orc man places his hand firmly on your shoulder, and he
I
says,
look at you. I said, "Hey, Tony."
My name's Brawlix.
Frolics. Same thing.
That's the Brawlic Black dude. That's him.
Listen, Zepp. We know, we both know that you know no outside food or beverage.
But listen, this didn't come from the outside. This was created in here. I've been through this argument a million times.
All right.
Gotten away with it in the courts.
In that case, it's a Fell Dragon Tap House original, and you'll be paying 20 gold a pint.
I take a look in consideration, and I say, we will take our business elsewhere.
He taps you on the shoulder again, and he said, "No, you're not. King's covering the tab tonight.
I say,
Just don't let me catch you doing it when you're on your own dime."
well enough.
And he walks away.
Thanks, Tony.
My name is Brawlix. He walks
Did you been
away.
here for a year?
A year or two, I don't know.
They let you stay?
I wrote a little bit of a mug.
They let you stay?
Bartender.
Yeah,
A glass of your finest leche.
Places, and it kind of just works out.
Cat
Man,
friend is wanting
you're really
leche.
riding off of those friends, aren't you?
Daddy's money, what can I say? And I just slam back a mug. I put it down and I say, I was being ironic.
You see you see a waiter coming around. It's a short, probably it's a dwarvish man. Comes around and he says, "What can I get for ya?"
Glass of your finest leche, please, bartender.
Is that a fucking talking cat?
See,
Yes, I'm a cat. I can
knew
talk. I can stand on two
wasn't the
legs.
only one. Oh, see, I knew I wasn't the only one to be surprised by this at first. You guys all thought I was crazy. Like I was the crazy one for reacting.
I'm swearing, it's like we have dragon here, we have bird woman here, and craziest thing is cat on leg.
I've seen dragon.
Sorry. That was unprofessional service. I just wasn't expecting it to talk.
Yeah, Jesus, I'm gonna have to tell Tony how racist you're being right now, man.
His name is I have been told to remind you.
Sorry,
Yeah, they actually got a raise out of it.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad I can help out around here in some way. I tip him a gold coin.
He takes it, puts it in his pocket, like blows you a kiss.
I do a yikes face and just start pouring myself more beer.
He gets a hammer and smashes your jug. No, that's
I'm going to
just-
work him in Dwarvish. I'll have what he's having.
out of his back pocket, he pulls out his alchemy jug. He says, "Here."
Does everyone have one of those?
I start pointing. I'm like, what the fuck?
He goes, "Listen, we've come across a lot of magic recently."
No wonder Tony didn't want me.
I heard about that.
Jug.
Pour drinks all
What-
around.
I'm gonna ask them while he's here. What are these anomalies people have been talking about?
Mm.
What does that mean? What do they mean by that?
The other night, I went out west of Whitestone.
Okay.
I tell you, there was 3 shining lights. One of them, I swear, nearly killed me. The other one did kill me. The third brought me back to life.
Is this man speaking truth?
There's something going on.
Can I roll insight on that
I
one?
would like to insight check this man.
Okay, Go ahead and roll insight. Everybody roll insight.
No fucking way. I thought he was gonna talk about birds. I thought they were on there some birds and flew away.
I put my mug down and I'm looking at him with like one eyebrow up while I'm doing this. Like I'm like, what?
13.
A 13.
Shit.
I mean, there is.
Does he
You
believe
know,
it?
you.
Does he seem like he believes it?
Oh, does he believe what he's saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you've got no reason to believe that he doesn't.
No, that's fair. Well,
There's nothing that would lead you to that.
3 lights. One that nearly killed you. One that did kill you. And one that brought you back.
Yeah.
This happened
Only
before?
control them all.
You seem oddly
Listen.
calm. Is this happening?
I wouldn't be calm if I wasn't brought back to life.
That's fair.
Tell you that.
I mean, actually,
I've
I
not
would think
changed
you
my
would
face
be calm.
staring at him. My insight was not very high. 9.
Yeah. Once again, I mean, you know,
No reason
it's
to not
got to be
believe.
legit. Yeah.
Unless you're beating the 13.
I got a 19.
Oh my bad.
19. You know for a fact that he only saw 2 lights. One killed him and one brought him back to life. The third light, he's exaggerating.
He's embellishing.
By the way, this guy's fucking tripping.
So you're saying there wasn't any light? You know? Well, I mean, have I heard of like some kind of lights? Does that match with anything I've heard of before?
No.
Resurrecting the light.
How you are not.
I'm not very knowledgeable of the arcane. No.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
turned to the
Certainly
table.
not about magic history.
Is anyone here familiar with magic
This one is-
aside from that granted by gods?
This one is
Yeah, I don't
slightly
think-
above
I
average on
say,
everything.
you know, I do
I'm
have
an
a plus
expert in
3 to
everything.
Arcana. I don't say that, but I am experienced in a lot of
Well, I
weird
believe-
magics. Just being around the right people will give me the experience.
Shell, I believe he kind of looks the part.
I'm an expert in the arcane.
See, he's an expert in the arcane.
That's crazy. He's an expert in the arcane.
This guy's
I don't know if I believe
He's an
that.
expert in the arcane.
Borfalax in the back is like, oh, expert, arcane.
Don't worry, I brought him with me to my summons. He wasn't actually invited. He was just along for the ride. I brought him with me for this. I trust him.
He wasn't invited.
At
I
least I
am
don't
now.
think he was. I didn't ask if he was. He said he was coming for work, and I offered him a place to come help.
So this is just some guy.
Were you
You're telling
invited?
me,
No,
you're telling me the professional
Dalton,
process that the
no,
Lord has
Dalton,
done to find the
Dalton.
correct venturers for the specific mission. I'm just kidding.
And you know for a fact that he was specifically invited.
This guy just doesn't know that.
He's just been lied to.
I never said I wasn't invited.
It's true. I just assumed he wasn't. I assumed there was no way he would be invited. Mainly based off the way he was talking and posing the first hand.
Anyway, can I?
Yeah.
I guess Ethan's gonna do an Arcana check, but
I'm not great.
yeah, motherfucker.
I would like to also do
God damn it.
Arcana check on what?
If I know anything about those lights, that sounds
Okay.
familiar.
I'm telling you, you could roll nat 20s. It's not familiar.
Okay.
Well, in that case,
Well, it does track with the whole 3 hours west. Do you know anyone
Curious.
else?
Kira raises her hand.
Oh, yes.
No, not for you, for friend.
No.
Well, not that you're not. Anyway, why were you out
So
there?
confused.
If don't minding ask.
I like to get out a little bit.
He gets drunk and
No,
I don't see how that's your business.
Well,
What? What is your name?
me or him?
Not you.
Oh,
The dwarf.
dwarf.
Oh, it's
Our
fine.
young friend here.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
The owner's name is Rolex.
Let Rolex here mind his own business.
That's him, Drolix.
It's Cody.
Fuck, that one's Tony! Damn it!
My name is Cody Lowry.
Murray.
Did he sing it? Did he sing it to us? Okay.
Ah, yes, Cody.
Hang on.
I do not like
Gosh.
this guy.
Hang on, where's the?
I stare at him flabbergasted. I'm not even pouring myself or drinking anymore. I'm just just stunned, staring at this guy. I
I
say,
quite like your energy.
how long have you been working here?
He's loading.
Staring at.
He's thinking about
I'm
it.
pulling something up.
He got a new on r/Gooners. You got to check out.
Is everybody on the listen together
Yeah.
Yeah.
or the watch together?
Yeah.
What?
It's in the chat, Dalton.
Oh,
Yeah, it's very important that you see this, Dalton.
okay.
Let me know when you're on. I paused the music.
This image. Why is the gay in the corner?
I'm on.
Why is the right gay? It's supposed to be
Who's
the
Miss
left.
Coog?
Why are
Leave
we
Miss
watching
Coog out of
Childish
this.
Gambino?
Hang on.
Oh my god.
That's what he says, folks.
Yeah. That's exactly how it sounded.
All right. I stop and I say, how long have you been working for Tony?
A beautiful thing.
I've been working here since they first killed the dragon where the tavern gets its name.
Killed a
Okay.
dragon here?
Huh.
Oh yes,
Okay.
Fail Dragon Tap House was founded on the ground where an ancient red dragon was attacking the city. It burned down city blocks for miles, and a brave group of heroes slayed the dragon right here on this spot, and they just started drinking right after. We built a building around them.
Do I know who they are?
No,
Okay.
you don't remember their names. You've heard the
Okay.
story.
All right. I just didn't know if that was something that we were a part
Is
of.
that me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all I was asking.
No.
Red dragon.
no.
Ain't no.
No.
Did I do that?
No, they were way cooler than you. Way cooler.
They had like 6 knives.
Do you both have so you all have a drink, about an hour passes, it's 5 o'clock. Is there anything else in the city you'd like to do, or?
I will, maybe not in the tavern, but, I turn to Spiral and be like, do you want to making rounds in city?
Vámonos.
I read that.
I did want to go ahead and check out the Dawnfather Square.
Oh,
I'm not ending this night without making a profit. That's all my brain is concerned about.
I
So
think
need
we're on
to-
very
I
similar
need
way
to
of
steal
life,
something.
Dalton.
Yep.
Nick, you head to Dawnfather Square. I don't have a map for it.
Understandable.
But it's kind of just an open area. You see, it's not gated off, but you can tell where Dawnfather Square begins and ends based on just how the people are acting on it. While they're in the square, it's very much like they're in a church, kind of like a hallowed ground situation. And it is, you can tell, you see the religious symbol of Pelor, the Dawnfather, the god of sun, summer, and agriculture.
Alright. I just want to kind of wander in. I want to go in church-like. Find wherever a nice altar is or temple for the Dawnfather. Sit down, pay my respects, take a little time to pray, and leave an offering.
Okay.
Me
You gotta do that without too much consequence. Feel good.
Take in the area.
Paladin, yes.
Me and Spiral are walking through like more crowded areas of the city, with doing the same bit we were doing earlier, where he's just peeking a little pink-beaned paw out from under my wings and just snatching purses.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Should I
Big
like?
sleight of hand.
I roll stealthy, roll sleight of hand type beat.
Yeah, and give me 3 checks each.
They going to jail. Watch them
And while
roll
you're
nat
rolling
ones
that,
in a
I'll
row.
be right back.
Watch them roll 3 nat 1s in a row and go to jail.
They have to catch us first.
3 more nat 1s. 3 nat 1s.
Oh shit! Well, he's gone. I should probably go. I'm gonna go grab my computer. We're back.
Mac, start jacking off.
Hold on, man.
Start jacking off, Mac. Start jacking off right now.
Nah,
I'll tip you
nah.
13
Ain't-
gold pieces.
How much is that USD?
Well, how much does a gold piece weigh about?
I don't fucking know.
Someone has Cam, you know.
I mean, I can look it up.
I don't want to look it up. I want pure approximation.
Average gold shekel.
I would probably wager like, I mean, maybe 1/4 of a pound, maybe
An
even
ounce?
if that.
Gold's pretty heavy. Yeah.
Quarter of an ounce? No, certainly not a pound for a coin.
Maybe several ounces. Maybe 90 pounds.
Either way, the exchange rate's pretty decent. It's like 140 an ounce right now, so 13 gold pieces is pretty big, Mac. All you gotta do is start jacking off on camera for like not even the full group. Most of them are gone.
What'd you roll, Nate?
Nick.
I got a 25,
13 gold pieces,
16, and
Mac. 13 gold
17.
pieces.
I'm
Yeah,
not
17,
doing it for
24,
13
21.
fucking gold pieces.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
what about, and consider this,
Don't say 14.
14 gold pieces to stroke your cock on camera.
Still too low.
Dalton went to get a drink or some such.
I
Okay.
didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this, Mac.
What were your ability checks?
16
gold
no,
pieces.
16 gold pieces.
I got
Stroke your cock
got-
on camera.
a 25, a 16, and a
Negotiations
17.
over. Ain't happening.
Okay.
For sleight of hand.
On sleight of hand.
And
Okay.
I got
And,
a 17, a 24, and a 21 for stealth.
all right. You all managed to you go through, you steal some coins and some purses without getting
Doinked.
without getting spotted. And you managed to find 40 gold pieces.
Nice. I let Spiral keep all of the ones that aren't like particularly shiny.
Okay.
8 gold pieces.
What's that?
23.
Okay. Cool.
So you get 17? Alright.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I have is for collection.
This is not for spending.
If everyone throws in, we get a few more gold pieces for Mac to stroke it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't gotta linger on it too much. Go back to the narrative. Just put it on the back of your minds.
And then I guess we'll probably head for the inn after that. Probably not much else to
Is there
do.
anything we should look for, sister?
I was thinking maybe it would be a good idea to mark a house maybe while we're in town. One of wealth and stature, but not like too much to be too well guarded and maybe with openable windows.
I want to rob a wizard.
Are there wizards in town? We should look for a wizard in town. Probably good thing.
You can see that as far as like cities and stuff go, Whitestone's got a higher like amount of magic generally than most cities. It's a pretty like high magic,
So wizards
high
for
technology
days.
city.
I want to look for
Nah,
a place.
Well, yeah, kind of, yeah.
I want to kind of find a place where it's just like a ridiculous amalgamation of like random magical like artifacts or like
You want to find the shop.
trinkets.
Yeah.
So
there a
Like
magical
I'm
thrift
not, I'm not
store?
necessarily
There
looking
is.
for the guy that can cast 9th level fireball, but just like weird magic shit and like trinkets and stuff.
There is an odd looking general store that you can see with a large sign on it.
Is it open?
Oh, it's always open.
I was actually stopped at the general store on the way back from the square, so
Yeah. So, yeah, you two can start heading towards the general store. Nick, you'll be the first one to get there.
check.
Okay. So Nick and hang on. Corey and Chell, you are the first two to arrive at Amjamin Blamajam's glorious Whitestone storefront for
Man,
general
I can't
goods,
write
wares, and provisions.
Oh my god!
This
Yes,
place is
what
maybe too
a
cool to rob.
That's awesome.
this is quite the store we have here.
Okay,
I
hang
feel
on, let
like
me get
this
to
is the
that.
place to be. And I go in.
Absolutely.
Something about it. Feel it in my bones.
I was gonna write down the name of the shop. I gave up. Crazy ass storefront is my title in my notes.
do you want me to say it again?
Nope.
I mean, yes,
I
you don't
can-
have
I
to.
Man, but like, I'm not writing it down. So I'll try my best to remember it.
Ambulance, blamulance.
I'll say it, but it'll be in character. Well, hang on. How do I get us all here?
There we go.
Okay,
Oh.
we are all here.
Oh, this
Quaint
place is
little,
They have
strange
tomatoes.
looking general store. As you walk in, a Spider-Man is walking upright on two legs. He's got 6 arms. He kind of skitters up to you. He says, "Welcome. I am Amjamin Blamajam. This is Amjamin Blamajam's glorious Whitestone storefront for general goods, wares, and provisions. How can I help you?"
That's certainly a lot to take in.
Glorious.
Hello, my good man.
Yes.
Me and my good friend here are connoisseurs of whimsical magical trinkets and otherwise.
and sharp and shiny things.
Whimsical magical trinkets. I've got 38 sending stones.
That's canon for his character. You gotta end every sentence with a guess, like you're gonna keep
Oh,
talking.
what kind of a collection? He kind of tilts his head. What kind of a collection are you known for building?
Something shiny for my friend. And
Shiny. Let's see. You see him. He starts kind of crawling up walls, looking into cupboards and opening different doors.
is
looking through
anything
things.
chrome.
Chrome. Ooh, that reminds me. He walks around kind of over the ceiling to the other side. He's now upside down on the wall. Opens something, pulls out a small box, comes back around, and he walks directly in front of you, and he goes, "This is the most powerful magical item." He says, "This is a deck of many things. However, all but one of the cards have been drawn. The only card that is left is the one that will turn an item into chrome."
How much? How wanting?
I'm not gonna get to the store right now.
Naming price.
I gotta. My character knows the store exists, and I want to be there.
Did you?
As it turns out, due to his stealthy nature, Zep was there all along.
Absolutely.
Is that?
What?
How
Nick?
much is that?
Let's see. How much do you want to pay? How much would you pay for it?
I'll give you 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces is an insult. 75 starting minimum.
Done.
Shit, he knows what he has.
You have deal.
Great roleplay.
I immediately purchased the item.
Yes, thank you. Now you have purchased the one card that turns an item into chrome.
Wait, did you purchase the one card or the deck with one card? Very big step distinction.
I didn't open the box.
As I'm walking up, I say,
It'd be a spider, but I'm not crazy. Zep, you know that my name is properly pronounced as Amjam Blamajam. However, the presence is nice.
Yeah, you get it. Friends shorten things. You know, it just sucks. My name's just 3 syllables.
Yes, and I have found the modification that you are asking for the alchemy jug. And he starts he crawls up walls again and grabs out what looks like like something that would go around the rim of like a jug or a jar or something. Like a little sleeve, but it just like covers the rim.
Okay.
He brings that down and he says, "This is the one that allows the alchemy jug to produce lemon juice."
Ah, that is absolutely what I was looking for. If you can get me lime, we will be finished with my project.
Yes, lemon and lime. I understand where you are going with this. Right. All
How
right.
much do I owe you, Amjam?
As discussed, I'll need the other 30 gold pieces.
Of course you will. I give him 35.
Sensational. It was a lot of work to get this. I killed several marauders.
If you could leave the details out next time, I would really appreciate
The
it.
fact that they're specifically marauders.
No, 7 kids died to get this. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying.
Not kidding.
I know.
Marauders.
I know, but
Fine.
You don't know they weren't kids. They could have been child marauders.
The last upgrade I got for it, man, he did not spare any details for the amount of things he killed. It was a full list.
Is there anything else you are looking for?
I was looking to get some help.
Would you have any?
Health potions. What kind of health potions would you like? Actually, shoot, I forgot. I am all out of health potions. I've been meaning to go to the alchemist to restock my supply, which really, I upcharge you for the health potions. You should really go to the alchemist. He's the supplier. But the alchemist is missing.
Oh,
The alchemist is missing. I haven't seen him. No, his shop hasn't been open in days.
Shirley raises her hand.
Stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you offer discount if finding alchemist for you?
Tell you what.
What?
You find the alchemist. In my first batch of health potions, 50% is for you guys.
This is reasonable.
that's fair enough, Amjam. You got yourself a deal.
This sounds most pleasant. Last time I heard the alchemist was working on some sort of project. It was requiring, some sort of fungus. I'm not sure. Maybe I think I lost the accent for him.
He started having errors. I can hear
It's okay.
like gas station. I kind of fuck with it. I kind of fuck with the
It's just canon.
Yes. He's looking for mushrooms. Some sort of mushrooms. He went to the south of the city, I believe, down to the swamp. Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Well, gang, I think we need to check out his store real quick for any evidence or clues that might help us with a more specific whereabout, and we will certainly head that direction.
Brother, were you
And
wanting
first-
thing from store?
Yeah, you can purchase whatever you need to.
Side quest can wait.
God fucking.
I pull out my tan bag of tricks. Do you have anything similar to this item?
A what?
A tan bag of tricks.
Let me look that up. He's like, let me
Is that
check the
the-
back for a moment.
Is that the illusion one that makes beasts?
No, it's not illusion. It actually makes creatures.
Oh,
yeah,
that's what
yeah,
Neil had,
yeah,
wasn't
that's
it?
right.
That's what Emil used to just fucking kill that deer.
To make a cube.
Spawn
Piece of meat.
a giant elk in a 5x5 tunnel.
Yeah.
God, my detailed description of that hopefully conveys what my imagination sees, because it's brutal.
I could hear it.
Yeah.
I have one item, maybe, that is similar to this. He
Yes.
crawls around, starts opening and closing doors, looking around frantically, pulls out a very small bag, comes back down, and he says, "Grasshopper."
What?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Once per day. Let me show you. He takes two hands, does a small incantation. Grasshopper. It opens the bag really fast, and a grasshopper comes out.
Troy eats
He
the
closes the
grasshopper.
bag. He closes the bag, and he says, hands it over, and he says, once per day.
I thought he came over with a grasshopper holding by the leg and just said,
Grasshopper.
The grasshopper with the bag on.
How much?
dude, the grasshopper
Take it.
Take it. He just wants it out of there.
I've never met anyone that's ever wanted this. I've been trying.
First person to ever ask for a prize.
I told myself 10 years ago, if anyone asks.
Only modicum of interest I've ever gotten. It isn't worth it.
Oh,
I
fuck.
couldn't throw it away if I wanted.
I'll take it.
5 gold.
I give him 5 gold.
Classic Amgen.
This is a salesman.
That's a big Amgen moment.
Angelman has 20 charisma.
Holy shit. Take it
I
off.
sell him my child.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else I can help you find?
Amgen, one more thing. Before we leave, if you could keep an eye out for that bag of holding I've been waiting for just for the longest time.
I'll keep 8.
Yeah, all 8 of those legs, just keep an eye out. I'd really appreciate it.
Cat
And
friend.
I start
No
walking.
problem. he
Crow.
webs up to the ceiling and kind of goes up.
Fuck, we didn't even look up, did we? There was all sorts of shit up there, probably.
Well, I want to know over the table. Did you give Cam's character a card from the deck, or the deck with one card in it?
The deck with 1 card left.
Okay.
So just a card, essentially.
No. Well, not technically.
Correct.
If I'm remembering correctly, I think they regenerate at the end of the day.
Do they? This one doesn't.
Oh. I was like, a deck of many for 75 gold?
And just like that. Oh, fuck.
Not this
Guys
one.
got
No.
a bag that summons grasshoppers, though. That's sick.
Hell yeah.
I just want
Brother, what do you want? An item
He's-
from shop?
But he's a spider. He can use that.
Yeah, he's a little bit forever.
Yeah.
Angelman.
potions, but now we have.
The
Do
cat.
you?
Yeah.
Do you have anything explosive?
Mm-mm. Let me see. Oh,
Are there any explosive items?
I'm adding
Let's see.
one wondrous item to my inventory, which I'm calling the deck of one thing.
Nice.
One thing.
The deck, just call it the deck of one thing, parentheses, chrome.
You're gonna chrome
The
one
deck
thing
of
out. What are you gonna
chrome.
chrome?
The deck of Crover.
You're gonna make it look like that SpongeBob episode whenever you accidentally play the deck on the planet.
Well, what? Yeah, that's a good idea.
The planet is one thing.
You know, it's gonna
That's
be
the limit
super
of the
OP
art.
whenever you save this for the big bad evil guy.
That was my
and just
exact
make him
thought.
a steel brick, a statue, if you will.
Her entire
One
thought
turns-
process is
To
definitely
be
like.
clear, it turns one item into Chrome.
Item or object?
I will find
Yes.
a way.
Okay. Hey, I'm not the one with it. I'm just curious.
Oh, so are you going to turn into Chrome, sister?
The biggest item I can hold, whatever it may be.
Oh, Amjim, you ask for something explosive, and Amjim says, "Do you want a gun?"
Do you want a gun? Like,
Gun's not really my style.
Okay.
I had a cat with a gun. I don't think I could handle
No
that.
3-day waiting fees here.
But what have you got?
He just puts a gun on the table. You want a gun?
He just has like a Tech 9. It's not even like period accurate.
He's like,
You want this?
I have a couple smoke powder bombs.
How much you want for 'em?
Let me look up the price.
he goes to his computer.
All 8 eyes just roll into the back of his head, and he starts stroking out while the information of God is beamed into his head.
One of them is permanently looking at us, just making sure we're not
Oh
stealing.
yeah. 7 of them roll back in his head.
He just goes to like an 80s computer the size of a wall. It's like a data board.
Fuck, that's funny.
Oh, it's not much.
Get deep fried, idiot. I need a large enough deep fryer where I could put a person. in it.
about gold per packet. I've got 6 packets.
It's how much gold for a packet?
Just one.
One
Honestly-
gold for a packet?
Yeah, it's a little packet.
I mean, honestly, just get all of them.
It's a dime bag of explosive dice.
I'll take them all.
All right.
I'm not in
You take 6 gold.
Oh.
That's enough. If you are able to find a casing for that and put that together, that'll be enough to make one like smoke powder bomb.
Do you
like
have
a
balls?
grenade.
You have ping pong balls?
I am a spider.
I'm a spider.
That is
Like-
a good question.
Do you have like ping pong balls or eggs?
What is ping pong?
You have
I've
eggs.
never heard of this ping pong.
Brother, we are going to empty
You
Alchemist
have
Workshop,
small
where there will be.
round objects.
I love the camera angle.
There is
I think you're muted.
How about tomatoes? You have tomatoes?
so many tomatoes.
I'll take 6 tomatoes.
You'll take 6 tomatoes. Fine. The 6 silver.
Alright.
These are pretty expensive tomatoes. I'm pretty sure they're like 60 copper. Like, you must be getting some high quality tomatoes, or you just walk into a general goods
Highest
store.
quality out of the glorious Whitestone storefront for general goods, wares, and provisions.
I
And
trust
Jim
the
and
set
Blamajam.
guy.
I'm gonna-
And I will, at some point, try to turn the tomatoes into smoke bombs.
Smoked tomatoes.
That's interesting.
Tomato bomb.
He just said it had to be a casing. He didn't specify what kind.
Yeah. Yeah, but at the same time, you gotta make sure it doesn't rot by the time you use them, you know?
They will not.
Or
Tomato!
it's wet.
Yeah, that too. But Smoke powder is magical.
Oh. Nice.
So
Okay.
it's tannerite.
Yeah.
You're right, Thermal.
Tannerite does 1d8 force damage.
I would like to use my extensive knowledge of doing missions in the past to make a guess of, do you think it'd be beneficial to go to the missing alchemist workshop first, or does it seem like we would be better off just going straight to where he is, or what last was?
You've been
I said we went to the shop.
You've been contracted by the king to do the whole wizard tower tomorrow, starting tomorrow.
Yeah, so I say we just go to the shop, get a bunch of free shit, and maybe we'll find out where he went. If we did, we'll go help him. If not,
Free shit.
time for bed.
Honestly reasonable. Let's go.
All right. You all head around to the alchemist shop called Potions Under Pressure.
Ooh, that's sexy.
Dun, dun, dun,
The,
dun, dun, dun.
It's locked, it's not boarded or anything. It looks like, it just closed for the night, but it's been closed for a couple of days.
Exactly.
And as you start to walk up to the storefront, Zep, you hear a familiar voice behind you. It is the voice of Clark, a friend of yours, someone that you know.
Yep.
And he says, Zep, really?
I turn around and I say, "What? We were sent to help."
I know that I hired a group of 2 other thieves plus you, but man, I really need you not to rob this alchemist while he's missing. I'm trying to figure out where he is.
Listen, we're not stupid. We're not gonna rob him blind, but I'm gonna.
All
take
right.
the trophies.
If you're not
not
gonna
gonna
rob him
rob
blind,
We're not
then
gonna rob
you
it.
won't mind if I
We're not
let you
gonna rob
in
it.
and go in with you. And he unlocks the door and he
That's-
opens it.
That is completely reasonable, and I walk in.
Okay, so you all walk in together with Clark.
Immediately, I'm eyeing the place, by the way. I
Yeah.
make that very clear.
And he is eyeing you. He will
I know.
not drop his focus on you. He's watching every move
At
you
this
make.
point, I do not care how much he's watching of me. I have an actual plan with this.
Okay.
While he's got his eye on him, I would like to try and steal shit.
I'm also keeping my eye on the rest of the party, not just
You
on him, so
you
I
start to
definitely-
reach
I
for
definitely
some.
should do
You start to reach for a potion on a shelf, and you hear a voice in the back of your head that nobody else can hear, and I'll send it in a message.
I'll just give it a whisper.
Spiral, do you still have thinking on, or whatever it's called, the spell?
Yeah, it's still on.
Just so everyone knows, after this, I'm gonna be gone for like an hour or 2. I gotta run and do some chores.
Die.
We'd have to end because I'm not going to be able to play for more than like another hour.
Okay.
Right. I figure we'll probably end the session when we go to bed for the night.
Cool.
I was gonna say real quick during this little timeout, what's everybody's classes?
Yeah.
I don't know. All the classes haven't been revealed yet.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
We know
We know we have a
three.
couple roads.
There's 3 cloaked figures, 1 paladin, and 1 dude claiming to be a hero.
We have 3 we have 3 fucking rogues?
Yep.
What the fuck, guys? How can I rogue max now? I'm no longer unique.
The whole party is fucking rogue maxing.
We really are.
I'm gonna have to cause a tragedy to get some diversity in here.
Hey, bro's not the U.S. government.
All right. So what was the next step?
Okay,
Yeah. Nate, what do you choose to do upon hearing that?
I will continue reaching for the potion.
Do I see him reaching for it? Is he
Probably
being
not.
sneaky about it? I said
Roll
eye out for it.
sleight of hand. Roll sleight of hand.
I said I was keeping an eye out because I knew what we were getting into coming in here.
Yeah.
That's
And then
14.
Okay, Nick, I'll have you roll perception.
Yeah. 12.
Damn.
So yeah, I don't see him.
All right. So yeah, Nick, you don't see him steal a potion. Nate, you've got a potion.
Cool. I'll slip it into my pouch.
All right.
Little cat pouch.
So
Marsupial.
yeah, you all kind of look around, and Clark starts to talk. He says, "Yeah, I've already been through here a couple of times. Maybe some fresh eyes on it couldn't hurt, but I haven't seen any signs of a struggle, no signs of a break-in.
All right. So
Although, why are you? If I could ask, why are you guys working on this right now when, you're supposed to check out that tower tomorrow?
we figured we'd chip in
Yeah,
just
fine.
real quick.
It's only like 8
I'm
o'clock.
friends with Amjam. He asked a favor.
I will take a look around and see if I can find anything that anyone else wouldn't be able to notice.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
also
reckon it's
roll
time to do some
investigation. But at the same time, I'd like to roll investigation specifically for a health potion of any kind, just any kind of healing.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation and arcana.
Okay.
Would perception get me anything here? Looking for clues?
Are you like investigation?
Okay. Worth a shot.
Can I burn a divine sense here?
Sure. What could you read through exactly what that'll do?
I can detect good and evil until the end of my next turn. I know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay. How? It's like there has to actually be a fiend present?
I think so.
Okay. So yeah, you don't, there's no celestials or fiends. You are getting a weird kind of mixed feedback signal from Clark.
I rolled a 14 for my investigation, and my arcana is 19.
I got a 16 investigation.
So you don't, and you're able to recall what a health potion would look like. You know what you're looking for, but can't seem to find any.
Okay. And did my investigation reveal anything, or are we waiting for everyone else's to fill in?
No, the investigation was to find health potions.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't it? Or
and I also wanted to investigate the area. Told me to roll again for that.
Okay. No, so yeah, roll a separate investigation check for that.
I got a 16 for that roll as well.
A 16.
Mm-hmm.
I got a
so you, Cam, you actually notice by kind of in the back, where like the desk would be, like where he does like the administrative tasks involved with having an alchemy shop. You notice a small note that mentions heading to the swamp south that he was planning to about 3 days ago.
3 days. That's a while. Well, gives us the same location we already had, I guess.
Alright, do I spot any potions?
You spot all kinds of potions, man.
Yeah.
The walls are lined with potions.
All right, so
there's green potions, there's blue potions, there's red potions. There's
what I want to do is much like you walk into a wine shop and you don't know wine. So what you do is you look at the most expensive item, and then you look at the second most expensive item. I'd like to look for the second most expensive item that won't be super missed.
The second most expensive item you see, there's a large bottle. It's got a bulbous base, and it has a winding kind of almost swirled neck that comes around, loops back through itself, and comes over to a point.
Okay, so what I do is I just walk over to it with Clark looking at me, and I just simply I look at him dead in the eyes, and I grab a bottle and I say one thing, and I just put it in my bag.
and he looks at you, and he says, "It's already back on the shelf."
I check my sack.
It is not in your sack, and it is back on the shelf.
Yeah, I look at him dead behind, and I say, I'm just taking one thing.
He says, Seth, you took your one thing, but you didn't say I couldn't take it back from you.
That's not how this works. I'm taking it and walking out of here with it. You know this. I know this.
Well,
We're not getting semantics.
Well, this
I'm walking out of here with one thing. That's all I ask.
He puts
That's
a
all I'm
hand
gonna
on your
do.
shoulder, and he said, Shiakazing. And a small portal opens, and you both travel through it, and you're at the inn.
God damn it!
Did we?
While
The rest of the party, you see Clark just disappear.
Is there no chance, real quick, is there no chance that I can't try to roll a sleight of hand to at least grab the bottle before teleporting? Like last second kind of deal? He put his hand on my shoulder.
Dalton, I'll give you a chance.
Yes.
Roll for sleight of hand.
I understand.
I love a mournful Shiakazu.
Didn't want to have.
No, I was hang on. No, I wasn't thinking mournful. I was thinking the more recent
Right.
You know.
Right.
Hang on, let me pull it up.
23.
Professor Manhattan.
23. What did you roll on the die?
14.
You didn't get it.
My proficiency doesn't help with that!
It's
All
a
right.
quick time event.
Alright, you know, he put his hand on my shoulder. I reached behind my back real quick and I had it in my fucking hands.
You
had it.
You reach behind your back, but when you get to the tower, it's actually Brolix's hand that is in your hand. And Brolix looks at you and he says, "Don't make a promise you can't keep."
I say, Tony, I'm not having that happen again.
My name is Brolix.
right. And I just keep walking.
All right, back to potions under pressure. We have Nick and the.
Where did they go?
You all just see them disappear.
Nothing
Do
my
we get
problem.
worried about that?
Gone.
By the way, I'm walking back
You
to
said I
the
was getting
inn.
mixed signals from Clark. What mixed signals was I getting?
Nothing fiendish. Something on the edge between mortal and celestial.
Concerning.
Do you guys know that guy?
No,
No.
but he smells kind of like angels.
Ugh.
But
What a
like
fun
not
young man.
entirely.
Dislike the winged cousins.
The most difficult
Well, I
thing is
think there
trying
is
to make
more-
a funny character.
I think there may be more clues here to look for.
I feel like
I am kind of concerned about him and them just leaving.
I feel like probably we have seen what we are here to see.
Head back to the tavern, you think,
I'm thinking so.
or the inn?
Hmm.
And
You head back. You head back to the inn. Does anybody lock up behind you?
I do.
Okay. So you lock up. You know that. You know you probably got to look south, but you got to wait another day
Right.
Yeah,
before you can check.
they'll be fine.
Can I?
So you all head back to the inn. Yes, you can. What is it?
I just want to
Unless you
fly
think it's
straight
different
up and
right
see
now.
if I can like see the swamp from basically right above his shop. Like how far out is it?
You fly up and you fly up pretty far.
I want to make it
And,
known I have very good perception.
Okay, yeah. You can definitely see the swamp area, and you can see it's a lot farther than you look to the south and you see in the far distance you see some swamp starting. And you kind of pan around, you look, and you see the wizard tower that you're supposed to check is
Okay.
much closer. Still pretty far from the city, but much closer than
Okay.
At
the
least more than a 3-hour walk.
You guess that it's probably about a day's travel to get there.
Okay. Priorities.
Yeah,
then.
probably could not do that tonight.
Rip. Oh well.
I mean, I don't have a horse.
Time for a cat's nap.
So you are a cat.
Yeah.
Fucking knew
Right.
it.
So you all walk back to the inn. For the most part, you're just passing. There's still a lot of citizens out, even later at night. Also, there's
Safe
every
zone.
couple of streets you do pass a guard here and there.
Pretty safe place.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So, and the guards they got pistols, they got Glocks. They're not
Oh.
actually Glocks, but
It's-
yeah, they do have. They're
I do
armed.
not want to be
strapped.
caught here. Imagine getting shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most towns you get tackled or stabbed.
Aside from you guys, there is no crime in Whitestone.
There is no war in Boston City.
Yeah, you all head back to the inn.
I believe so. Yeah.
All right. You all get the same kind of spiel as earlier. Room and board is on the house. Feel free to make your way to your rooms. Order a meal. Everything is taken care of by the crown.
How big of an inn is this? Is this like a modern-esque hotel, or is this like an
Not like a
Airbnb?
modern-esque hotel. Not an Airbnb either. It's like a
You think of a Skyrim inn?
kind of like a Skyrim inn, but more upscale, more bed and breakfast.
Nicer.
Let me ask you this: how many floors and how many rooms per floor on average? Like rough estimate.
2 floors. First floor's got a few rooms. Second floor's got probably 8 rooms. It's pretty
Okay.
exclusive.
That's solid. That's solid.
Probably 14 rooms total.
Can I
Good number.
do they have like that, like, you know how sometimes places have that like board in the back that has keys on it to each room?
Yep.
How many keys are still on that thing? Like how filled is this place right now, tenant wise?
I didn't say they had one.
Oh, you just know what it is.
Not there.
sorry.
I've never had my ankles broken mentally like that before.
I'm dying.
Fair enough. I go to bed.
Yeah, they don't have keys out.
Okay.
They know rogues.
There's no crime.
They know.
This
They know.
one section
No,
of
they
the-
know. Here's the thing. Everywhere you guys go, they know Zep's gonna be there.
Right. And this place has been made specifically Zep proof.
It's not about you guys. It is about Zep. But you'll suffer for it.
Sounds about right.
All right. Pretty uneventful night. You all get to your rooms. Order your meal. Go ahead. Make sure you have. I know we didn't do anything with your characters today, but make sure you have a long rest.
A couple of us use rogue abilities.
Yeah, just for role play, which was good. God, my voice is like leaving me.
I would like to try to turn the tomatoes into smoke bombs.
Do you have Tinker's tools?
I have thieves' tools.
Do you want to try with thieves' tools?
Or...
Yes.
Go ahead and
With the amount of thieves we have, surely someone has a spare.
roll dexterity for me.
Is there any way I can help with this?
No.
Okay.
You know anything
no,
about making
this is
bombs?
turning tomatoes into bombs.
That is a, let's see, it's a 3. Okay, 17 plus 30 is 20, and then...
I like to imagine this
That's
is
nine,
actually
that's
what
three.
it sounds
That's
like in the
it's a 26.
For a dexterity
A
check?
26. Unfortunately, you do not quite.
I added proficiency because I have proficiency with thieves' tools.
What did you roll? On the die.
I rolled a 17 on the die.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, unfortunately, you still don't quite get. You try, you mess around, you get a pick and a rake in there. You make room, you get all the smoke powder in there, but then you realize you made it wet. And this is an anti-magic tomato. It must be, because you don't think this is ever gonna explode.
Like scoop out the insides of the tomato so it's not wet anymore.
You tried.
Someone go grab me.
He throws it at
The
me, and I
eggs
just
were-
get
the
wet
eggs were a
and
good
dry.
idea.
Yeah. You get wet and there's some salt in your eyes. Ah, ah.
How can a cat wipe their eyes?
They lick it like a chameleon.
Yeah. No.
Alright, well. I think we just sleep then. I don't think
Yeah,
there's anything else.
So, yeah, you all have a long rest, and we'll call it there for the night.
Good session 0.
Alright. Yeah, that was fun.